Hey guys, it's Dr. Tara. I am here live, just waiting for you guys to join in with me. It is Thursday. I hope everyone's day has been amazing and blessed. I know my day has been. It's been busy, but it's been very productive. So I'm going to wait for a few of you to join me on this live. Have some great information to share on today. I am here live. Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Tara. Welcome to the Adora Hair Healing Community Facebook group. And welcome to our live. I do this every single Thursday where I answer all of your questions, give you any tips, any advice that I have. And I'm just waiting for you all to come join me. I'm here. Hey, James, my buddy. How are you? How you doing, sir? Just waiting for a few more of you to join. I hope you all have had an amazing day. I'm so excited to be here. I have some good stuff to share with you all. Today, we are talking about hair vitamins. That is a question that I get asked so many times. You know, Tara, what vitamins should I be taking? And I am going to give you some key vitamins. I know there's a lot of vitamins out there, and sometimes I think, you know, we just do too much. But I'm going to give you the go-tos, the 911s. The key vitamins that you need to take to increase hair growth, to treat follicles, to get your scalp to a healthy place. And I'm going to break those vitamins down for you too on tonight. Hey, Ebony, how are you, love? I just need a few more people to join me, and then we're going to go on and get started. Happy Thursday to everyone. And I'm so sorry I could not make the live last week. As you know, it was Michael's birthday, so I took him out for his birthday last Thursday and had an amazing time. But I hope you all enjoyed the pre-recorded live that I did. Hey, AP, how are you, love? I'm so glad you joined me. Stay tuned. Stick with me. I have some good stuff tonight. And so we had an amazing time for his birthday. That was great. But I just thank you all for tuning into the pre-recorded live that I did. If you haven't had the opportunity, I would encourage you to go back and listen to that. We talked about the emotional trauma of hair loss. I actually put up a snippet for the last couple of days from that actual live, and that was very good. That's something that we don't get a chance to talk about, you know, just the emotional part or the emotional side of what hair loss can do to our self-esteem and do to our confidence and how we think about ourselves and view ourselves. And especially when we have all this negativity that's coming and we're made to feel like it's our fault, you know, well, what did you do, you know, and why do you keep wearing that, and why you keep doing that to your hair, and people calling your hair loss something else, you know, is that alopecia? And it may not be alopecia, it could be something else, but you know, we're running around here giving names and labels to these hair and scalp conditions, and a lot of times it's not even that, it's not even that bad, but as soon as you hear certain words, you know, that's devastating. It's devastating to hear, and we take that on and we own it. Never do that. Never own what somebody label you as. You know, go seek medical help. Go get some real medical advice, and that is something that I encourage you to do. You know, I'm a trichologist. I am a doctor, a holistic doctor, and if you have those questions, if someone told you that you have this, and you're not sure, come see me. I am located right here in Towson, right next to Towson Town Center, Adore Trichology and Wellness Institute. I'm located at 200 East Joppa Road, Suite 107. I have a front door. I'm on the first floor level. We have free parking. I know that can be an issue in Towson, so you don't have to run around here trying to figure out where you're going to park. Parking is absolutely free right here on the parking lot. Ample amount of parking. Come and see me and at least get answers and get diagnosed properly. Anyone who knows me or has worked with me knows that my only assignment is to look at your scalp, sit down, do a full consultation, and you at least leave here with answers. You deserve that. You deserve to know what has happened, what is happening, and what you can do about it. Hey, Latrina. That's my baby sis, y'all. How are you, love? Hang in there. We're about to get started. So I just want to thank everyone who joined the pre-recording. Hey, Taisha. Hey, baby girl. So I'm so glad for you all who were able to listen to the pre-recording. So if you haven't had a chance, go back and listen to it. That was some really, really good information that I shared. And those are some experiences that I had, just being labeled and told that I had something that I really didn't have. And even if you are diagnosed with, let's say, alopecia or traction alopecia or anything of that nature, I know how devastating that can be. And when you hear the word alopecia, that means that this is the end. My hair will never, ever regrow. And the devil is a liar. If you are diagnosed with that, or if you see just a spot, you see a small patch, you see a small swirl, jump on that immediately. The sooner you seek medical attention, the sooner we can reverse that. And sometimes, by the time people come and see me, sometimes it's too late. Don't wait another month. Don't wait another year. It's never too late to start regrowing your hair, and never, ever, ever give up on your hair. As soon as you notice something, do something about it. Make that phone call. Call me. Jump on these lives. Jump in the groups. Ask your questions. That's why I'm here, so that you don't have to deal with this by yourself. You don't have to deal with it alone. I'm here to offer you guidance. I'm here to offer you support. I'm here to offer you all the love and motivation I can. So, take advantage of that. Don't sit in silence. Don't sit and let the enemy tell you things that are not true, that you're not beautiful, and you're going to always be like this, and your hair will never regrow, and the devil is a liar. There is hope. That's why I created this group, to give you hope. That's why I became a trichologist, to give you hope, something that I didn't have when I was out there struggling. So I know the devastation that causes. So we're going to start in a few more minutes. I need some more people to come in on here. It's Dr. Tara, y'all. I'm here live, and I so appreciate the people that are here now. I love each and every one of you. You know how much I love people. Oh my gosh, my family and friends, I'm so excited to see you. And leave in the chat, how was your day today? Talk to me, because I'm definitely going to respond back to you. What do you all do today? How was work? How was school? How was the family? How has your day been? My day has been amazing. It's been very busy. I had clients today. We shipped some orders today. Had to prepare for this live today. So it's been a little crazy. And to be honest, once, Thursday comes along and it's now 7 p.m., this gives me a chance to just relax and just take a deep breath and just to spend some quality time, with you all. I live for this every single day. This is what I'm called to do. I love working here, making products and working with clients, but there's nothing like getting out there and being able to speak and share and pour. That's who I am. All right. So I don't know how many people I have, but I think we're going to get started. If you all have any questions, and that's another thing, throughout the week, please post your questions and comments in the group. I need you all to engage as much as possible. Put up your posts, put up your quotes, put up your pictures, ask your questions. That's why we have the group. I'm trying to put in as much informational posts as I possibly can. I'm doing more reels and videos for you guys, so that you can learn and get some of this advice. But I need you all. You have questions, post them. Take advantage of me being here every single day, but especially on Thursday. So if you have a question, you have a comment, you have a suggestion, if there's a topic you would like me to speak on, mention that. I am open to that. This group is not just about Dr. Tara, it's about us. So I would love to have that input. I would love to have those suggestions. What do you guys want to talk about? What has been pressing on you the most? Were you diagnosed with something and you're just not sure? Did you hear something? Did you read something? It is something you've been dealing with. Your scalp has been itching and you don't know why. Your hair's been shedding and you don't know why. If you have those questions, even if it's not for you, if it's for someone else, post those questions. I'd be more than honored to answer those. Okay, so I think we're going to get started. Again, welcome to the live. I love you guys. Comment in the chat. Leave me any questions that you have. So tonight, I am excited about this one. I get asked this all the time, especially with my clients in the clinical setting. So if you come to me for a consultation, okay, you're going to get everything. You're not just going to get, well, let's just sit down and talk about it, because we're going to do that to you. We're going to dig into how we got here, build a timeline, connect the dots to figure out what happened, and create a treatment plan to get you back to healthy. But in addition to that, yes, you will get a scalp exam. I have same day consultation scalp exams for $125. Hey, Nadine, there her is. Hi, love. How are you? That's my sis. And so we do scalp exams, consultations, but in addition to that, you will get a nutritional packet. You're going to get a wealth of information. And I decided to do that in consultation because I get that asked all the time. Tara, what vitamins should I be taking for my hair? And I said earlier, for those of you who missed it, because we're getting started now. First of all, the name of this topic is, I believe, is the key vitamins that you need for hair loss. These are the tried and true, y'all. I'm telling you, it's the tried and true. I have tried everything out there under the sun. I went from taking 50 million vitamins and I scaled them down to the tried and trues. So I am going to give you a list of vitamins. This is pretty much all you need to get you started and to actually see results. Okay. Actually see results, because sometimes I think we're just doing too much. And I don't blame you. I don't, because we're inundated on social media. We're inundated on TV. We're inundated on TikTok. And every time you turn around, there's something new that then popped out there. Some new pill, some new cream, some new product, some new supplement. But let me tell you something. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. We need to go back to what we've been doing. And that's what we stick to. The key vitamins that we've been taking and that has been out there for centuries, that is what you stick with. And I'm not saying that what's out there doesn't work. I'm not saying that. But what's out there, we don't know what's in this stuff. That's another thing. We're going to do a topic, I promise you, on how to read ingredients, because by the time I get done, my job is to educate. Some ingredients you need to look for. And when you see certain ingredients, run. And I know people are not familiar with what those ingredients are, but I'm going to teach you. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I want to say when it comes to vitamins and supplements, and I explained this in consultation, when it comes to hair growth, okay, and I need to just walk that back for a second. Let's talk about hair first, and then we're going to talk about hair growth. When it comes to hair growth, everything starts from the root. You with me so far? If you have questions and concerns, y'all, put it in the chat. I say something you agree with and you just want to just piggyback, put it in the chat. Okay, this is your time to talk to me, okay? So when it comes to hair growth, everything starts at the roots, okay? When it comes to hair, I know I'm in a protective style, but we're going to just pretend that this is all me, okay? When it comes to hair Hair is dead cells. When your hair is growing in your scalp, it is still alive. That is considered a living cell, okay? Hair strands growing in your scalp is a living cell. The moment it protrudes through the scalp, it is no longer a living organ. Well, a living cell, I should say. It is now dead cells. So your hair is dead cells that has keratinized to a hardened hair strand. And I know a lot of people don't know that, but I'm educating you now. So when your hair grows out of your head, it is dead. It's no longer alive. So the only thing we can do at this point is the hair that is now outside of your scalp. The only thing we can do is everything we can to make sure our hair is healthy and strong. So that's why we put product on our hair and we put oil on our hair, because we want to keep this dead cell, that's what it is, keratinized cell, healthy. Because once it breaks, you cannot regrow. If your hair breaks here, you cannot regrow your hair from here. You can't. It's impossible. So once it breaks, it breaks. So we do everything we can to keep your hair healthy and strong. That's why we use products on our hair, to keep our hair healthy and strong. So what does that mean? Since this is dead cell. So if this is dead cell, then where does hair grow from? It grows from the scalp while it is still a living organ. Anything that's living, I don't care if it's a baby, anything that's living, you have to feed and nourish it, correct? It needs nutrients. So hair growth starts at the root. And when I say it starts at the root, it starts deep down into your follicles. I am going to be doing a session, a live session, and we're going to break down, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to break down the layers of the scalp, the follicles, and hair strands. The epidermis layer, the dermis layer, I'm going to break that all down to you. So that way, when you go to style your hair, you're eating properly and things like that, you'll know everything what you're doing is how it's affecting these different layers of skin and how it impacts hair growth. Okay, so we're going to do a session on that. But anyway, so hair growth starts at the root, which means the hair that's inside of your scalp that is still attached to the hair follicle, it's growing. It's a living organ. So how do we make that grow? The same way we feed a baby, we have to feed that baby nourishment in order for that baby to grow. Same thing with your hair strands. You have to baby those hair strands or baby those follicles that are still deep down inside of your scalp. Hey, Pastor John. You know I'm on it, sir. Hang in there with me, sir. How are you doing? I am so glad you're here. Hi, Yvette. How are you, sweetheart? I am so honored that you guys are here. So stay tuned. It's going to get better. So the same way you feed a baby is the same way that you have to feed these hair cells. So again, this is dead hair. This is dead cells. Your hair is only alive while it is growing inside of your scalp. So in order to get those hair strands to grow, it takes nutrients. It takes nutrients. Listen, if anybody tells you that putting products on your hair is going to make your hair grow, run. It's going to strengthen and moisturize your hair so that you can retain length and it doesn't break and you're able to keep this hair on your head. But putting products on your hair does not make your hair grow. Now you can put products on your scalp because everything happens in the scalp. Whatever you put on your scalp absorbs into the scalp. Okay? It absorbs into the scalp and then it is absorbed by the blood, and the blood is what sends whatever it is, whether it's a product or whatever, to those follicles. That's why the products that you put on your hair is so very important. So back to what I was saying. When it comes to nutrients, that is the key to healthy hair growth. So let's go back to the minerals and vitamins and things that I was talking about. So when it comes to the vitamins and minerals, we can get those in two ways, okay? We can get those in the vitamin form, or we can get them in food forms, which is your nutrients. Everyone may not want to eat an orange every day just to get vitamin C. Okay, fine. Then take the vitamin C vitamin, okay? So you can get it in one or two ways. You can get it in food form, or you can get it in vitamin form. Either way, vitamins are so essential. It is necessary. It is vitally important. Listen to me. Hey, mommy. I'm glad you joined me. How are you? It is vitally important that we absorb these nutrients in one form or another, whether it is by food or by nutrients. It takes those nutrients to feed hair follicles in order for those follicles to produce a hair strand. Okay? So when you take vitamins internally, okay? When you take vitamins internally, it goes into your bloodstream. And the blood, that's why iron is so important. We're going to get to that. It takes iron, it takes the blood to deliver those nutrients to those hair follicles directly. When you eat the foods, same thing. Your body processes that food into energy, and that blood takes those nutrients to the hair follicles. So understand that when it comes to hair growth, because I get asked that all the time. Tara, how I make my hair grow? Tara, how I make my hair grow? It's not products, y'all. Products does not make your hair grow. There are topical products you can put on your scalp, and your scalp will absorb those products. But just putting products on your hair is just going to keep your hair strong and healthy. And I know I'm repeating myself because people are coming on. Hey, Miss Carolyn. How are you? I'm so glad you joined me. So putting products on your hair is just going to keep it strong and healthy and keep hair on your head. But if you want your hair to grow, it takes nutrients to do that. Hey, was that Rika? Hi, honey. How are you? So, again, you guys, I'm here live. We're about to get into these vitamins. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns about anything I'm saying tonight, and it doesn't have to be about this topic. It could be about anything. I am here. Please take advantage of asking me anything. And it doesn't have to be about you. It could be about anybody. So please put your comments in the chat. Tell me how your day was in the chat. Just engage with me in the chat. Okay. I do this once a week. You know, I shut down everything just to be with you guys. So if you have any questions or anything, please put it in the chat. I am here to answer anything, talk about anything that is on your heart regarding your hair, your health. Doesn't matter. I'm here. So let's get into the vitamins. So Tara, what are the key vitamins that I need for hair growth? And let me tell you something. These are vitamins that I still take today. And now I got to do better because listen, I'm very transparent. You know, I take vitamins. I need to take them more than I do because life has just been busy. But trust me, these are the vitamins that I have in my arsenal. These are my tried and true. So let's get to it. So the first vitamin that we have is vitamin A. Okay, not sure if you heard of vitamin A. So when it comes to vitamin A helps skin glands make an oily substance called sebum on your scalp. Okay, so let's talk about that. Sebum, okay, is a natural oil that your scalp produces on its own. God designed it that way. God designed it that way because we have to keep our scalp protected. And that's God's way of keeping your scalp protected from germs and things being embedded into the scalp. So the sebum is what catches it, okay? Plus, sebum has your own DNA. It has your own cells. It's the oil that God produced and created just for you. Listen, when it comes to sebum, that is so vitally important. Yes, Tara has hair oils, and they are very good, I promise you. But there is no oil out there on this earth better than the oil that God created for your scalp. So let's talk about that for a second. When it comes to sebum that's on your scalp, it takes a long time for it to accumulate. And I know our culture, because we've been taught, you know, shampoo your hair every week, shampoo your hair at least every 2 weeks. Can I be transparent? I shampoo my hair once a month. I said it. I'm in a protective style, so I'm not shampooing too much these days. I shampoo my hair once a month. Well, Tara, Dr. Tara, why do you do that? Because I know how long it takes for your scalp to produce this natural sebum. This sebum has so many nutrients that scientists haven't even figured out, okay? Plus that sebum helps to protect your scalp from getting dry It keeps germs and bacteria from being embedded into your scalp, so that sebum, which is an oil, collects it. Okay. So, and that natural sebum actually helps with hair growth because it keeps your scalp healthy. Okay. It helps with hair growth because that sebum accumulates and then it's absorbed into the scalp. But there can be a problem, okay? Because some people have what is called an overactive sebum. Sebum starts from a gland, okay? It's found in your glands, and this gland is what produces this sebum, which is fine. That's what we want. But then you have some people who have overactive sebum. And when it becomes overactive, that's when your body produces way too much sebum and your scalp gets super oily. Then a crust may form. And then your scalp is loaded with bacteria, and it goes on and on and on. And people who are dealing with that, a lot of times that's diagnosed as seborrheic dermatitis. So the seborrheic dermatitis many times can be overactive sebum, severe dandruff. So it's different classifications and diagnosis for that. And I do treat clients. If you're out there suffering or struggling with that, please come see me. We can definitely treat that. But so vitamin A is so vitally important. Again, it helps skin glands to make sebum. It also helps to repair hair tissues that's found in the scalp. Okay, so vitamin A can be found in sweet potatoes, carrots, pumpkins, spinach, kale, milk, eggs, cod liver oil, yogurt, and a few other things. Okay, let's talk about vitamin B complex. Okay, I'm pretty sure you all heard about vitamin B. You heard about biotin and all these other vitamins, and I'm going to break them down for you. So you can take vitamin B singly, your vitamin B1, B2, B7s, B12s. I find it easier and is more cost effective, and that way your body is absorbing all of these vitamins B's at one time, is to take a vitamin B complex. And some of you may have heard of that term, and I'm not sure if you know what that is, but vitamin B complex actually includes 8 vitamins. Okay, so first of all, vitamin B is water soluble. Okay, what does that mean? Water soluble means that these vitamins, okay, are not stored in the body. So they pass through very, very quickly, which means that you can include these vitamins in your diet every single day. It's not water soluble. I mean, it's water soluble. So it goes through very, very quickly. Okay. So when it comes to vitamin B, what are they? What are the 8? So vitamin B1 is called thiamine. Okay. Thiamine, it actually helps to boost hair growth by stimulating dormant follicles. Okay. I'm just going to run through these. Vitamin 2, also known as riboflavin, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It helps to promote collagen production. Very, very important. B3, which is niacin, which helps to enhance blood circulation to the scalp. Very, very super important. The next one is B5 with this pathogenic acid. That helps to reduce dandruff, and it also helps to improve scalp health. Okay, so these vitamins are for both, for scalp and for follicle health. The other one is B6 is pyridoxine, which helps with the production of new hair strands, and it helps to restore damaged hair. It can actually help to reverse that. B7, which we all know is biotin. Everyone is familiar with that. And biotin actually helps to convert food into energy, okay? And it plays a crucial role in the body's metabolism to convert fats, proteins, carbohydrates into energy, which is so essential for maintaining healthy hair. Okay, healthy hair, healthy skin and nails. And it also helps with the production of keratin, which is a key protein in tissues. Some people may not know that, but keratin is something that your body actually produces. B9, which is folate, which is actually folic acid. which helps to provide rapid cell regeneration, and it supports melanin production. What does that mean? So melanin production is what your body produces to decrease gray hair. So if you're out there and you're not liking having gray hair too much, then start taking some folic acid. It would help to actually slow down the progression of melanin production, because it's the melanin that actually produces gray hair. So as we get older, it produces it much, much faster, and starts to turn our hair gray. Some of us are happy about that, and some of us are not. And I totally get that. Okay, so the next one that we have, hey Tanya, how are you, love? Is B12, which is cobalamin, also carries oxygen and nutrients to hair follicles. And let me explain this. A lack of any of these vitamins can cause hair loss. So consuming these vitamins and the other ones I'm going to mention helps with hair growth. They are formulated to carry oxygen and nutrients, not just to the scalp, but also to the hair follicles. So that's how these vitamins are so super important. The other one, which is a biggie, is iron. Iron helps to transport oxygen to hair follicles. Iron deficiency, y'all, can actually lead to excessive shedding, hair loss, and thinning. I don't think a lot of us are aware of that. It's super important to get your iron levels tested. It's super important to include iron into your diet. So iron deficiency, and that is common amongst African Americans. It's a lot of people that are iron deficient, but it is really common in our culture. And if your hair is shedding excessively, you're dealing with hair loss, you're dealing with diffuse thinning. And when I say diffuse thinning is when you have a part, I hope y'all can see, and it's like the widening of a part. So you have a regular part and then it just starts to widen. That part gets wider and wider. Don't ignore that. Anytime you see the widening of a part, that could be a number of things. It could mean a lack of oxygen, okay? It could mean iron deficiency. That is also a sign of androgenic alopecia, which is also another term for male or female pattern baldness. So if you start to see the widening of the part, definitely seek some medical attention. Come see me. And when I say medical attention, yes, you can see your primary care physician, but when I say medical, your medical person, I mean someone who specializes in hair loss. I'm a trichologist. I specialize in hair loss. Do we have any comments on here? Any? Nope, I don't think I see any. So when I say medical professionals, I mean someone who is trained. I am a trichologist, so I am trained in diagnosing and recognizing what is happening to the scalp. So when I see the widening of the parts, when I see swirls in the scalp, when I see bald patches that have a certain form, because certain patches have a certain formulation, I know exactly what that is. So I can diagnose what it is, but how you got there, what treatment options, that's what we'll talk about in consultation, and build out a treatment plan to get all that reversed, okay? So if you're seeing excessive shedding, you're seeing thinning, think about it. What does your iron levels look like? Are you eating iron-rich foods and things of that nature? Are you taking iron pills, and just pay more attention to that. Also, deficiency of B12 can cause anemia, just like iron, a lack of vitamin B12. Vitamin C is very important. It's an antioxidant that helps to protect against free radicals. So, Dr. Tara, what does that mean, free radicals? So, in layman's terms, in just a short version, layman's terms is what's happening in the environment can cause hair loss, or can impact the hair growth cycle because of what is happening to the hair follicles. So when I say what's happening in the environment, when I talk about protect against free radicals, environmental issues, when it comes to, let's say, smoking, fumes from gas, dirt and pollution in the air, you'd be surprised how pollution can wreak havoc on hair cells and hair follicles. what's another one? When people have colds or they're sneezing and, and people are getting sick. So things of that nature, whatever they're sneezing, any kind of like bacterial infection, anything that's happening in the air, in the environment, outside, it could be even indoors, you're painting your house. Now you're dealing with free radicals because now you're dealing with the chemicals of paint. So that's what I mean when I say free radicals. Anything that's happening in the environment. So taking vitamin C actually helps to protect against anything that's in the environment that may get embedded into your scalp and then impact the hair growth. Okay. Vitamin C also promotes hair growth as it creates a protein known as collagen. Yes, y'all, collagen is a protein, and that collagen helps the body to absorb iron. Okay. Which can be found in like strawberries, peppers, guavas, citrus fruits. Those are your vitamin C's. Foods. Vitamin D is another one that crucially plays a vital role in hair growth, as it helps to create healthy hair follicles. And a lack of vitamin D actually suppresses the anagen phase. We talked about that, which is the growth phase, and can cause hair to fall out. Okay. And this vitamin can be found in fatty fish, cod liver oil, mushrooms, and things of that nature. Vitamin E is the next one, which is an antioxidant that can help prevent oxidative stress and deeply conditions hair and elasticity by adding moisture to dry scalp. And it also helps to boost hair growth. Okay, so that one is very, very important as well. The other one that's very crucial is omega-3s. I know you've heard that before. Omega-3s. Faye, hi honey, how are you doing? I'm glad you joined us. Glad to see you here, sis. So omega-3 is very important. So omega-3s is an essential fatty acid, okay, that nourishes hair follicles. It helps to reduce inflammation and helps to prevent hair loss. That is found in your fishy foods, found in fish, found in flax seeds, your sardines, your salmon, your oysters, your anchovies. It's found in kidney beans, trout, tuna fish, shrimp, sea bass, oysters, any fishy things, any fishy foods. It's also found in chia seeds, which I love. And again, a lack of any of these vitamins, y'all, can cause or slow down the hair growth cycle to the point where it can even cause hair loss. Okay. Folic acid, I think we talked about that. But also folic acid helps to produce healthy red blood cells. Okay. Those red blood cells is what helps to carry oxygen and nutrients to hair follicles. That's very, very important as well. Okay. We talked about iron, but let's just talk about what iron does. It helps to create red blood cells, very important, which also carries oxygen throughout the body. And again, iron deficiency can cause anemia. Okay, we talked about that. Iron is found in clams, oysters, eggs, red meat, spinach, lentils, any kind of beans. Magnesium is super important. Magnesium actually helps to regulate calcium levels in the scalp, which can lead to clogged hair follicles and hair loss. Okay. That's super, super important. And let me see another one. Oh, let's talk about multivitamins and hair and skin vitamins, because I get asked that all the time too. So Tara, how do you feel about multivitamins? How do you feel about hair vitamins? Okay. So, I am a big fan of those. When it comes to multivitamins and hair and skin vitamins, they can help with hair loss due to the overall vitamin and mineral deficiency that we get from foods. So it's like an all-in-one supplement. So let's say you're lacking in iron because you're not eating your fatty foods, or lacking in vitamin C because you're not eating your oranges. You're lacking in vitamin D because you're not drinking milk and eating eggs and things of that nature. You're lacking in protein because we're not eating enough chicken. Well, I take that back. We do eat enough chicken, but we're not eating beef and things like that. So if we're not eating a variety of healthy foods, then the best thing, or one of the things that we can do, is just take a multivitamin. That way you get the bulk of these vitamins all at once. Another one is hair vitamins. Yes, I am a fan of hair vitamins. I have been taking hair vitamins for a very long time. Hair vitamins is another one that will give you a lot of these vitamins that I'm mentioning in a higher dosage. And I'm going to share a little secret. This is just me. I actually take hair vitamins, and the vitamins that I know will really, really produce healthy hair strands, and anything that's going to actually feed the hair follicles and deliver that oxygen and red blood cells to those follicles, I take in addition to hair vitamins. So for example, I take hair vitamins and I take a B complex. And I take a multivitamin with iron, because I don't like taking iron by itself. It just does not do well for me. So I'll take a multivitamin with iron, and iron is found in hair vitamins as well. So it's like I'm getting enough iron. But I'll do a multivitamin, I'll do a B complex, I'll do a vitamin D, I do vitamin C, I definitely do folic acid. I actually do magnesium, and I think that's it. In addition to my hair vitamins. So do they work? Yes, they do. Do I have to pay a lot of money for them? No, you don't. You know where I get my vitamins from? I go right down to that good CVS. Yes, I do. Buy one, get one free. And I have been taking these vitamins like since forever. They do work, but here's a caveat. You're not going to see success overnight. You may not notice hair growth or how these vitamins are impacting the hair growth, meaning if it's making a difference or not, for at least 2 months. Take your vitamins every single day. Take it and forget it. Don't go looking and investigating your hair and scalp every single day, because you're going to be disappointed. Some people may see results in about a month. I'm saying give it at least 2 months and you'll start to notice a difference. Take the vitamins, but if you can, do your best to just eat the foods, y'all. You know, I love eggs. I don't get a chance to eat eggs as much as I like because I work so much. Get you some eggs, squash you up some avocados and on some toast, with some low-fat milk or some almond milk, and with some protein and an orange. Do you know how many vitamins you just consumed just for breakfast? Lunch, make your tuna fish sandwich with a green salad with about some spinach, some collard greens, some carrots, and some chia seeds and something, and a bowl of tomato soup. Do you know how much vitamins you just consumed for lunch? And on and on and on. So I don't want you to think that the vitamins is just a be-all. It isn't. Try to eat as many healthy foods as you possibly can, but it's okay to supplement with vitamins. Okay, it's okay to do that. And I'm trying to think, is there any that? Oh, I forgot about niacin. Niacin helps to improve blood circulation to the scalp, which is so important. That helps hair follicles receive nutrients. That's very, very important. Potassium is important. Potassium helps to support the growth and strength of hair follicles. Growth and strength of hair follicles. If not, it can lead to deficiency and cause hair shedding and hair thinning. Another one that I take is selenium, which helps to regulate hormone levels. So a lot of us, listen, are out here struggling with hormone issues, hormonal imbalance, and I don't just mean menopause. I mean, and we're going to break down, hormones. We are going to do that. I don't want to even go down that rabbit hole right now, but a lot of people are dealing with hormone imbalances. Psyllium vitamin is crucial in helping to regulate that. In addition to that vitamin is some other things that you can incorporate in your diet. Some other things that you can take to help to balance hormones. And we're going to be discussing that in a couple weeks. And like I said before, I really didn't want to dive into a lot of heavy conversation. I wanted to wait until we got people on here regularly to engage, build up our number of engagement and participants before I really dive into the heavy stuff, because we're going to do it. We're going to dive into hormones. Listen, not just for women, but for men. Can I actually do something? Can I actually take something? Is there something out there that can help me? Is there a regimen that I can get on that can actually help to balance all this out And the answer to that question is yes, it is. If you're disciplined in what you need to do, if you're open to holistic treatment, because we're going to talk about this, y'all, we're going to have to get out of our comfort zone. It's some things we're just not going to be able to do. It's some things we're going to have to eliminate from our diet. It's some things we're going to have to incorporate into our lifestyle in order to turn all that around. But you can, and it's possible. And I know when it comes to our culture, change is not easy. But if we're really on this journey to become healthy, to become whole, and to heal, we have to change everything. Say that with me. Everything. From what we eat, to how we think, to how we manage stress, to how we manage our lifestyle. It has to change. That's the only way you're going to see results. Some things we're just going to have to eliminate. Okay? It is possible if we're willing to do the work and get out of our comfort zone and be prepared and ready to embrace our new normal. Hey, Natasha. Hey, sweetheart. Embrace our new normal. And I'm going to help you do it. I'm going to give you the tools, the tips. We're going to talk about that. So in the upcoming class, we're going to talk about hormone imbalances for women and for men. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're going to dive deep and have some really, really deep and intense conversations about our health, about wholeness. So I promise you, we're going to get there. Let's get back to the vitamins. I'm trying to think of zinc. Listen, zinc is so important for hair tissue growth and repair. Important for hair tissue growth and repair. What else? It helps to keep oil glands around the follicles so they can work properly. A high dose of that vitamin can cause hair loss, so be very, very careful with that. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. I think that's all my tried and trues. So these are the vitamins, guys, that I take the most. Okay. So in addition to hair vitamins, I do take one multivitamin with iron, and I incorporate those other vitamins that I was telling you. If you don't take anything else, if I had to choose one vitamin, hands down, it would be your B complex. Your B complex is going to give you 8 vital nutrients that is going to treat hair follicles, feed hair follicles. It includes those 8 vitamins that is going to help to carry oxygen and nutrients to hair follicles. It's going to help to produce and protect that sebum that's on your scalp. So if I had to choose one, it would definitely be B complex. If you just did a hair vitamin or a multivitamin and a B complex, that would be wonderful. Because again, you're going to get a lot of your nutrients from a multivitamin or a hair vitamin, because it's going to encompass most of those vitamins. And on top of that, a B complex is going to put you in such a better position. Does anyone have any questions or concerns about anything I said? Anything? I am here. Oh, there's the questions. I'm sorry. I just started taking potassium vitamins too. Very good, Yvonne. I'm glad to hear that. I love potassium. It agrees with me, and I love bananas. So I am a banana person. So that's a simple, easy fruit that is low cost. So eat a banana every day. You'd be surprised how much potassium is in a banana. I'm trying to see what else. Psyllium is good for so much. Yes, Natasha, I totally agree. Psyllium is amazing. And like I said, psyllium helps to regulate hormone levels. So we'll get the chance to talk about that. Let's see. Is there any more questions, comments? Natasha, is there a certain amount according to body weight with the complex? I'm not sure about that. I know that when it comes to vitamins, there is a recommended dosage that pretty much, I believe it's the FDA has set. It's a certain dosage for women. It's a certain dosage for men. It's a certain dosage for children. I'm not sure about weight, but give me until tonight or tomorrow, and I'm going to put that, I was going to say in the chat. Is that in the chat? Well, put it on, I guess, in the little thingy. But anyway, I'm going to get you that information because I don't know that. But I do know there are certain milligrams that we're supposed to take as women and then certain ones for men. But according to body weight, I don't know. But that's a very good question. I appreciate that. And I will have that answer for you, Natasha. I promise you. Is there any more questions? And I know y'all see me sliding over here because I can't see. I'm determined to do this, y'all, without my glasses. So I got this big old screen to the right of me. So if you see me doing this, I'm trying to find your questions. Okay. You're welcome, Natasha. Anytime, sweetheart. And feel free to DM me or call me if you want to discuss it further. I would love to do that. That's another thing, you all. I know I'm doing this live, but if there's something that you're dealing with or you just need a further discussion, beyond what we're talking about, but it relates to something we talked about or something I said, by all means, listen, I created this Facebook group. You all have direct access to me. DM me, call me, 443-554-5410. Make an appointment, contact me, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have, okay? Is there any more? Still loving my shampoo. Girl, you got shampoo for me. When? Oh my gosh. Tell the people. Tell them. They don't know. Please tell them. Best shampoo out there. I just had a client that I just wrapped up with. And her hair, listen, is very fragile. It breaks very, very easy. You sneeze hard and her hair breaks. Okay. It's been like that since she was 14. And I put that mug bean conditioner on her hair, listen, and sent her home with some. She actually called me on the phone. Then had the nerve to ask me, where did you get that conditioner from? I said, did I not tell you that I formulate my own products? Girl, there's no way in the world you made that yourself. Where did you get this from? I said, I made it. Y'all that don't believe I'm out here making these products. The products are that good. Thank you, Natasha. It's amazing. Thank you, girl. School the people. Listen, some of you all may not be dealing with alopecia, okay? And you may not have any kind of scalp issues where, you're dealing with patches and your edges is gone. You may be dealing with, okay, I'm going to get that one. There's different types of magnesium. How do you know which one to take? Yvonne, I'm going to put that in the group chat, something. I promise you I'm going to get back to you. I promise you. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, they come back to me. This may be on the holistic side, but is pumpkin seed oil supplements good for hair growth? Listen here. That is a amazing question. I know the answer to that one. Thank you, Faye. Yes, it is essential because I share something with you. Pumpkin seed is one of the top oils. I know we talk about coconut oil. I know we talk about olive oil. Those are still your tried and true. But listen, that pumpkin seed is something else. Pumpkin seed oil is one of your number one oils for hair growth. Okay? Yes, I have pumpkin seed in all of my products. But you know what's more potent than pumpkin seeds? Just eating pumpkin seeds. It is a proven fact. I need to get the statistics for you all. It is a proven fact that if you just eat a handful of pumpkin seeds every single day, within 30 days, you will see a noticeable difference in hair growth. Thank you for that, Faye. Yes. So, pumpkin seed oil supplements, I am not familiar with because I guess when you say supplements, I guess you're talking about like the vitamin form. I have not taken that because I actually include the vitamin, the pumpkin seed oil in my products, or just simply eat pumpkin seeds. It's more beneficial. You're getting it in its raw form, which means it's not diluted. It's not fractionated. It's not cut. It's not. Eat the pumpkin seeds if you can, and you will see a noticeable difference. It's cheap. It's readily available. And when it comes to just nuts, we're going to do a session on that too. Different nuts that we should be eating and the benefits and the properties that they have for hair growth, because they do impact the hair growth cycle. Pumpkin seeds, hands down. Is there another one? Pumpkin seeds are amazing. Roasted or raw. Either way. But eat them raw if you can. Eat them raw. If you don't feel like picking the shells, just get the shellless ones. You know, I eat pumpkin seeds, but it's a proven fact. Pumpkin seeds, they actually promote hair growth. And I'm telling you, when it comes to hair growth, it's in the foods, y'all. It's in the foods and the liquids that we drink. Again, I want to go back to this one. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome, Faye. I want to go back to water. Whew. Water is your first nutrient. How else are we going to get that blood flowing? How else are we going to get blood to transport nutrients, whether that nutrient is a food or a vitamin? How else are we going to get blood to transport those nutrients to your hair follicles? It takes water to do that. Water is a nutrient that is vital for every organ in your body. Water is your first nutrient. Drink as much water as you can. I am not one to stay here and say you have to drink 8 glasses. You have to drink a liter. Drink water. If you can drink at least 3 or 4 bottles a day, wonderful. If you can drink more, that's even better. You know, but drink water. Green tea. That's another thing. I'm going to break down beverages that we need to be drinking on a regular. That's high in antioxidants. That is actually good for promoting hair growth. But when it comes to your hair teas and certain vitamins that you should be taking, when I say vitamins like herbal supplements and teas and things, this is just not to promote hair growth. You don't just drink this just to decrease hair loss. This is for overall health. Like these teas and things can help you sleep better, help with memory, help with fighting diabetes, reversing high blood pressure. That's what I mean when I say having some intense conversations. I need you all to come here every single Thursday. And let's talk about these things and ask your questions and get answers in real time. Is there another question? Pumpkin seeds are amazing. Yes, Yvonne. And you're so welcome, Faye. Is there any other questions from you all? That may be it. It's been almost an hour. I know I got to run. So the floor is open. You have any comments? Is there any vitamins out there that you all have tried that I did not mention that has given you proven results? Please share. We would all love to know. Like I said before, Dr. Tara does not know everything. I have not tried everything out there. You're welcome, Natasha. Girl, I'm out here trying. I'm trying. I'm giving you everything I got. I'm giving you all my secrets, all my tips, everything I've done that I can think of that I did to restore my hair back to healthy. I am sharing it. I'm not hiding anything. And that's the problem, is that we're out here struggling with no real answers. And I want you to come to this group because I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to give you what works. We're not going to do too much. We're going to do exactly what's needed and necessary without all the extras. Within 3 months, I want to hear some praise reports. Tara, everything you said, I tried. I tried this. And look at my hair now. 3 months, y'all, I want a praise report. Because if you stick with me, it's going to happen. I promise you. Any other questions? Thanks for the information. You're welcome, Faye. You're welcome, love. I love y'all so much. Y'all are my tribe. You're my community. You push me. You keep me going. I'm excited to come here every single Thursday. And when you all engage, it just makes me so happy because you're interested. It shows me that you're interested and that I'm not just talking to myself, but you're getting it. And when you all get excited, I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited. Is there any other sea moss supplements? Yes. So sea moss has, I don't know if it's 40 or 50 different vitamins or minerals, but yes, hands down, sea moss is excellent. I am going to put some more information. Look for that, y'all. I'm going to put up a post about sea moss benefits. Yes, sea moss actually has more nutritional benefits than just your regular vitamins. It actually has vitamins and minerals not found in regular foods or in vitamins, because sea moss has a vast amount of nutritional benefits in itself. So if you and do your research, okay, I'm going to put up some information. I promise you, I'm going to put up some information. I'm going to try to do it tonight about sea moss. See, when you all ask questions, then I know what to post. And I'm not out here just blindly like, okay, do they want to hear this? What the? Thank you. Sea moss post coming soon. I promise you. Thank you, Yvonne. So I'm going to put up a post about the benefits of sea moss, okay, and break out what that nutritional value is. But yes, there are vitamins and minerals and other components in sea moss that you cannot get in food that is linked to sea moss all by itself. So yes, there are huge benefits to sea moss. Is there any other questions for me before I leave? Anything I said? Anything you want to touch on? This is great. Hey, Miss Carolyn. Yes, sea moss is great. And if you want to, Miss Carolyn, you can put in there, why do you feel that? It's great because did it help you with something? Did you notice that something about your hair or your health changed? Definitely let me know. I'm definitely interested info on sea moss. Faye, I got you. It's coming. Natasha, psyllium has the same benefits as our nuts. I love it. Just need to get consistent. I love that, Natasha. That's all of us. I don't know if you heard me earlier when I said I have vitamins and minerals, and I just need to take them more often than I do. So thank you. Was that Natasha? Thank you, Natasha. That was for the whole house. That was for the whole house. We all need to get consistent. And that's what we do in this group. We motivate and push one another. And don't think that you're out here struggling by yourself. You know, that sounds good, but I've done fell off the bandwagon and I don't want to, I don't know, because everybody else is on point and no, we're not. No, we're not. We all need to get consistent in some area of our life. So Natasha, thank you for sharing and reminding all of us. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate that, love. I do. I appreciate that. Is there any other questions for me? And remember, y'all, I'm here every Thursday. Okay, I gotta have a great topic coming up next week that I've been preparing for, but based on the questions, because this helps me when you engage and post your comments, your question, it gives me an idea of what you're interested in. Okay, it gives me a huge idea, and I know which direction I need to go in based on what you all are inquiring about. Because I don't want to just, like I say, just do it blindly or randomly. I am here from you all, so tell me what you want to talk about. Because I can come up with content for days, but I may be discussing something and never hit your topic or never hit your issue. So engage with me, talk to me, okay? Engage and talk. Hi, Jalen. How are you? That's my baby girl. So if you have any other questions, let me know, because we're about to end in a minute. But I just want you to know that just because I'm ending the live does not mean that I am disappearing. Feel free. We can continue this conversation in the group. You know, post your question or your comment, just like you're doing on here. Post your question or your comment, tag me, or I'll see it. And let's have an open discussion, because 9 times out of 10, you're not the only one asking that question. You're not the only one. Is that Sade? Well, now I need my glasses. That is my Sade. Hi, Sade. Hey, Cherise. How are you, love? I'm so glad to see you here. Sade, that's my little baby sis. I'm so glad to see all of you all here. I meet you all here next Thursday. And I'm so proud of you guys for showing up. You have no idea how that just makes my heart glad. I am so honored to see each and every one of you. This is what keeps me going. So I need to see you all here next week as we talk some. Thank you for your information and your time. Yvonne, I love you. Girl, it's who I am. It's what I do. Listen, can I share this? And I know I got to go. When you all show up, I show up. Okay? I show up. I am honored to do this. Hi, Cherie. I am honored to do this each and every week. So as long as y'all are here, I'm here. I promise you, I'm here to walk you through whatever you are struggling with, hair, health, scalp, it doesn't matter, nutrition, gut health. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into gut health. We're going to get into nutrition. We're going to get into all of that, and like I said, in the next couple of weeks, it's going to start to get intense. I just needed more people to engage and show up. I didn't want to get into the deep conversations and it's just 2 or 3 of us. So I wanted to build that engagement, build that following for the live, and then we can just dive into some deep discussions. I mean, deep discussions, and share some real talk and real advice and real tips about some things that we're dealing with as far as not just our hair, but our health. Okay. If you guys don't have any other questions for me, I am going to sign out. Okay. And I think I'm going to end in prayer. Just a quick prayer. I just want to just pray over us and pray us out if you all don't mind. And then, like I said, you have any questions or concerns, definitely post it in the group. I need to see more you all in the group. Post your pictures, post your reels. Just post. Hey, good morning, everybody. Just post. I would just love to hear from you all. I don't want just my content on the page and it just looks like a Tara page, because it's not. I need you all to post, engage, put up a quote, find something, anything. Okay. So let's all build this group and impact and share information, pictures, progress reports, with each other. And like I said, in 3 months, I'm looking for a praise report from all of us. If we follow this together, walk this out together, share information and tips together, we're going to get better. And our hair is going to do better. Okay. So I'm going to pray us out. Just a really quick prayer, because I know it's late and we all have work and school and everything in the morning. Father God, we just thank you for this moment. And we just thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for this day, God, a day that we will never, ever see again. We thank you, God, for just your blessings. We thank you for your grace and your mercy. But most importantly, God, I thank you for every person that has joined this group, that has joined this live. God, I'm so honored and I'm so blessed by this, for it is for your glory and not for me, God. I take no credit. I take no glory for myself, God, but you saw fit, God, to bring into this group who you assigned, oh God, to be a part. And now, God, I just pray blessings over their lives, blessings over their children, over their family, over their businesses. I pray strength over them right now, God. And I pray, oh God, that you remember their prayers, hear their hearts, hear their minds, God. Hear their petitions that's going up to you, God. And I just pray, God, a special blessing. I pray, God, that you just open up doors that they have been waiting on, God, in the name of Jesus. I pray for all of those, God, that are dealing with hair loss, that are dealing with health issues, oh God. And I just call anything that's wrong, oh God, that you just reverse it, oh God, and just get their bodies in right standing, oh God. God, I come against sickness. I come against illnesses. I come against deformities. I come against scalp issues, God, in the name of Jesus. And I just pray, God, that you just turn it around. Touch every scalp, touch every hair strand, touch every follicle, God. And I speak growth, not just in their hair, oh God, but growth in their life. You made them, you know all about them, oh God. You know the number of strands that is on their heads, oh God. And I just pray, oh God, that you just get us all to a place of healthy, not just healthy, oh God, but a place of wholeness, oh God. In the name of Jesus, God, I pray that you give my mind to keep showing up to this group. Give my mind to keep showing up to this live, oh God, to get the information, oh God, that you are pouring out to me. Continue to give me the wisdom, the knowledge, and the strength to keep doing what you've called me to do, God. Give me the vision, oh God. In the name of Jesus, I thank you for this assignment. I thank you for every person that has joined here, oh God. And even when we depart from here, oh God, I pray that you just keep them safe, keep them covered, keep them protected. And we love you on tonight. We adore you on tonight. And God, it is in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. I love you all so very much. And I will see you next Thursday. I'll be posting more videos and reels, but I will be live each and every Thursday. So comment, send your questions, send your chats. You can also post your comments And before the live, if you have a question before the live, feel free to do that. But I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.